right, welcome back to the 21 Boom guided meditation series. And I am Coach Feeney, and I will be your guide for this evening. And when you're ready to, um, find a comfortable position that is also find your posture. However, you want to do this today could be preferably you're sitting either in an office chair or on like a cushion or whatever feels right for you. And just let gravity settle you and feel the weight of your body and your posture and feelings of pressure and temperature. Just feel your body as a whole and then let it resolve itself into a cloud of sensation. It feels right for you. When you're ready to, you can close your eyes. And don't pay attention to anything strategically, just notice what you notice. Simply allow your awareness to remain wide open, receiving all sensations. And if the sensations themselves seem vague, you can notice that clearly. It doesn't mean your attention is in any way diffuse. And if you're feeling sleepy, this too can be noticed clearly. The sensations in your face, in your eyes, can be clearly perceived by consciousness as it is. For the next few minutes, see if you can make your attention more precise by focusing on the breath. Feel the next inhalation from the moment it appears and cover each breath with your attention. And as you focus on the breath and notice each sensation associated with it, see if you feel that you are doing that from some place. See if attention itself feels located. Where are you paying attention to the breath from? And if it feels like there's some structure there, if it feels like there's a relationship between attention and its object, notice that that too is an appearance in consciousness, along with the breath and sounds and sensations in the body. There's no place else for something to be felt or observed or noticed in any way at all. And just rest as that condition. You are already that condition. that there's a sense of subject and object, recognize that that too is an appearance in consciousness. And simply look for the subject, see if there's something to be found. What is paying attention? To do this, you might open your eyes now and gaze at the color and light and shadow that appears in your visual field. Keeping your vision very wide, simply look for the one who is seeing. Look for the subject and then rest your mind wide open. This mind of ours presents a paradox of sorts. When we look for it, it seems totally insubstantial, and yet everything of substance appears within it. Consciousness itself has no color, no shape, no form at all, and yet every form appears as a modification of it. And it's this mind, these thoughts that lead us in every direction for good or for ill. Memory, judgment, emotion, they're all just arising in this space. So when you're ready to, you can close your eyes again. And let your mind rest wide open and simply receive the next thought as it arises. Observe it clearly. Where is a thought? And where does it go when it disappears? And what is it? Every preference, every plan, every reaction, every goal, every regret is no more than this, consciousness and its contents. In the last minute of the session, simply begin again. This is the first moment of your practice. Everything else is just a memory. What you have is consciousness and memory, consciousness and expectation, consciousness and thoughts. Feel your body and recognize that consciousness is simply the space in which that appears. That includes the feeling of your face and your head. Consciousness is not inside the head. The head is inside consciousness. Simply notice that. Take a moment to reflect on the transition here. Nothing is really changing because you have decided to stop practicing and go about the rest of your day. you are still consciousness and its contents in each moment. Simply notice that, and so for this full time that we've also been meditating too, if you've been doing these consistently, whether live or watching the recordings, that certainly should be enough time to possibly grow frustrated and to feel that the practice is surprisingly difficult. It's also enough time to feel that there's something here worth paying attention to. I hope you've had both experiences, and at this point, I've introduced many elements of the practice. It really is now a complete practice. I hope you can see now that there's nothing in your experience that is principle excluded from this type of observation. In the end, there's simply not that many things and ways we experience. And going forward, as I add meditations and as I continue to do lessons after the meditations, we'll be working with the same tools, but giving more sustained consideration to different aspects of experience. And in particular, the sense of self and sense that there's a center to all of this. But that really is the illusion to which all of our suffering is anchored. And as we progress through these, you'll begin to notice that meditation isn't so much something that you are doing or adding to your experience. It's actually something you are ceasing to do. It is, in the end, simply non-distraction. So I hope you've enjoyed all of these up to this point. And it's roughly about 3 weeks worth of meditations if we were to do one of these a day that I've recorded thus far. When you sit down to meditate, you find yourself assailed by thoughts and thoughts about what you need to do later in the day, thoughts about things that you worry about, thoughts about things you want or don't want. The moment you attempt to pay attention to your breath or to the sound of the wind in the trees, you will meet your mind, and your mind is the most rambling, chaotic, needling, insulting, insufferable person you will ever meet. It's like having some maniac walk through the front door of your house and follow you from room to room and refuse to stop talking. And this happens every day of your life. It is possible to get him or her to stop talking for brief periods of time, and that can come with greater concentration and meditation. It's possible to pay attention to the breath, for instance, and to be so focused on it that thoughts no longer arise, and this can be an extremely pleasant experience when it happens. But it's a temporary experience. Real relief comes when we recognize thoughts for what they are: mere appearances in consciousness, images, bits of language. The fact that a thought has arisen does not give it a necessary claim upon your life. It need not have any implications, psychological or otherwise. Of course, you will continue to think and to be moved to act by thoughts, but meditation gives you a choice. Do you really want to follow this next thought wherever it leads? So again, I thank you for choosing to be here in any capacity. And I will I'll be here next week for another meditation here. So thank you for choosing to join the 21 Boom meditation series here. This has been Coach Feeney, and I will see everybody next time I see you. Take care.